I always talk about Jezebel Spirit is a disobedient, controlling woman, right? You know what they always use whenever they talk about, or somebody that wears makeup, wears makeup and jewelry and face painted up and all that. So that's the spirit of Jezebel. We're going to tell you right now off the top, that's not the spirit of Jezebel. There might be some characteristics that may come along with her, but that is not the spirit of Jezebel or Izebel. We're going to tell you right up front what the spirit of Jezebel is, and then we're going to prove it in this lesson, right? The Jezebel spirit, in a nutshell, is the teaching that you don't have to obey the law. Revelation chapter 2, verse 20 kind of nails it, right? All right.
Notwithstanding, I have a few things against thee, because thou sufferest that woman Izebel, which calleth herself a prophetess, to teach and to seduce my servants to commit fornication and to eat things sacrificed unto idols.
Okay, see that? So the teaching of the people of Israel and those that embrace the covenant, you call yourself a spiritual Israelite, the teaching of Jezebel is teaching them to commit fornication. You know, Abraham came from a land where they worship many strange deities. And so he basically, the Most High used him and told him to get up from Ur of the Chaldees, right? Because down in that land in Babylon, they was making their own deities idols to worship. Eliyahu, who the world calls Elijah, he prophesied against Israel because of their idols and of their pagan worship, right? In the land of Jerusalem. We're going to go to 1 Kings chapter 16, right? And we're going to start at verse 29. Ahab did evil in the sight of Yah above all that were before him. So he did more evil than any other king before him. What was the more evil? We're going to show you in a second. He walked in the sins of Jeroboam. Stop. Now we got to show you what was the sin of Jeroboam. Okay, 2 Kings chapter 12, verse 35 through 33.
And Jeroboam built Shechem in Mount Ephraim, and dwelt therein, and went out from thence and built Penuel. And Jeroboam said in his heart, now shall the kingdom return to the house of David.
Stop. So now we find ourselves now in Kings, where Jeroboam was now the king of the 11 tribes, but he had the fear that they were going to return to Yah, right? And obey Yah, and in obeying Yah comes what? The blessings, right? And if the blessings come, Yah will do what? Forgive the sin. What 2 Chronicles chapter 17, 2 Chronicles 7:14 says?
Yes.
Right? If my people, will call by my name, will humble themselves, pray, seek my face, and turn from the wicked ways, I will hear from heaven, I will forgive their sins and heal their land, right? So he knows the scripture. So to keep Israel in the cursed state, oh my mercy, he had to keep them in apostasy so that he could remain on top. And that's the spirit of Jezebel. Those that want to maintain their empire will keep you in apostasy so they can continue to benefit off of your transgression. Oh my mercy. While you struggle, they climb to the top because of your disobedience. Because the scripture says what? The Most High judges sin, right? Shaul said that in Colossians and Ephesians, he said the wrath of Yah comes upon who? the children of disobedience. So Jeroboam was in the scriptures. He knew, if I want to keep this power, I got to keep them in sin. What I mean by keeping them in sin, keeping them disobeying the Creator. Right? So the spirit of Jezebel, the doctrine of Jezebel, is to keep the children of Israel disobeying the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yah.